The African savanna 4.2 million years ago was a diverse ecosystem. Numerous predators inhabited the ancient African savanna. Early human ancestors faced significant environmental challenges. The presence of numerous predators posed a direct threat to early hominids. Survival in the savanna required adaptation and resilience. The ancient savanna was a dynamic and competitive environment. Early hominids frequently inhabited woodland edges, a transitional zone between forests and grasslands. Woodland edges provided a diverse range of resources for early hominids. This habitat offered increased vulnerability to predators due to its open nature. The woodland edge represents a balance between resource availability and predator risk. Early hominid survival depended on adapting to the challenges and opportunities of the woodland edge. Bipedalism is defined as the ability to walk upright on two legs. An advantage of bipedalism is an elevated vantage point. The elevated vantage point allowed early hominids to spot predators more easily in tall grasses. Spotting predators from a distance provided a survival advantage. Bipedalism provided early hominids with a crucial advantage. The ability to spot predators was crucial for survival in early hominids. Early hominids regularly scanned their surroundings for potential threats. Increased height provided a vantage point for detecting distant predators. Common threats included stalking big cats. Scavenging hyenas also posed a danger. Visual scanning was a crucial survival mechanism for early hominids. Effective threat detection improved survival rates. Riverbanks served as crucial water sources for early human survival. Concentrated animal activity around riverbanks attracted predators. The convergence of water, prey, and predators made riverbanks dangerous locations. Access to water was balanced against the risk of predator encounters at riverbanks. Living in groups provided early humans with enhanced protection through increased vigilance. Collective defense mechanisms were more effective in larger groups, deterring potential predators. Larger group sizes correlated with a higher likelihood of successfully deterring predators. Group living strategies offered a survival advantage by reducing individual risk. The benefits of group living contributed to the evolutionary success of social species. Early hominids developed vocalizations to alert group members to danger. These alarm calls facilitated coordinated responses to threats. Vocalizations allowed for rapid communication of specific dangers. Coordinated responses increased the survival rate of the group. This behavior contributed to the evolutionary success of early hominids. Rocky outcrops offered early hominids refuge from ground-based predators. Climbing these formations provided a vantage point for surveying the surrounding landscape. The elevated position allowed for early detection of potential threats. This strategic advantage increased survival rates for early hominid populations. Rocky outcrops served as both shelter and observation posts in the early hominid environment. Early hominids faced predators and used tools for defense. Sticks and stones served as essential tools for warding off attacks. Cooperation was crucial for early hominids to effectively defend against predators. Behavioral simulation demonstrates the cooperative defense strategies of early hominids. The development of hand dexterity allowed early hominids to manipulate objects. Fine motor skills enabled the creation of simple tools. These tools were used for defense. Hand dexterity also facilitated foraging activities. Tool use and foraging contributed to the survival and evolution of early hominids. Forest clearings provided early hominids with increased access to sunlight. Clearings offered access to a greater variety of plant resources for consumption. Open clearings exposed early hominids to the threat of aerial predators. Eagles and vultures posed a significant danger to hominids in open environments. The availability of resources in clearings was balanced against the increased risk of predation. Early hominids had to adapt to both the benefits and dangers of forest clearings. Early hominids demonstrated habitat selection by avoiding areas with high predator concentrations. Safer routes were chosen to minimize the risk of encountering predators during travel. Foraging grounds were selected based on a balance between food availability and predator risk. This behavior increased the survival rate of early hominids by reducing predation. Habitat selection is a key survival strategy driven by the instinct to avoid danger. Understanding habitat selection provides insights into the behavioral adaptations of early humans. Nighttime presented increased dangers to early hominids. Early hominids sought shelter in caves to minimize the risk of nocturnal predator attacks. Trees provided another form of shelter from nocturnal predators. Shelter reduced the likelihood of encounters with dangerous nocturnal animals. Seeking shelter was a key survival strategy for early hominids at night. The controlled use of fire provided early humans with warmth, essential for survival in colder climates. Fire offered a crucial source of light, extending activity into the night and improving overall productivity. The use of fire acted as a deterrent against predators, enhancing safety and security for early human communities. Enhanced survival rates were a direct consequence of fire's multiple benefits: warmth, light, and predator deterrence. The discovery and mastery of fire marked a significant turning point in early human evolution and societal development. The relationship between early hominids and predators significantly shaped their behavior. Predator-prey dynamics influenced early hominids' habitat selection, favoring safer environments. Social structures among early hominids evolved partly as a defense mechanism against predators. The constant threat from predators was a key factor in the evolutionary pressures faced by early hominids. Enhanced senses, such as keen eyesight, were crucial for early predator detection. Acute hearing allowed for the detection of subtle sounds, aiding in avoiding ambushes. Sensory adaptations provided a survival advantage by increasing awareness of environmental threats. The ability to detect predators early significantly improved chances of survival. Open grasslands provided early hominids with abundant food resources. The open environment increased hominid visibility to predators. Increased visibility led to greater vulnerability for early hominids. The trade-off between food availability and predator risk shaped early hominid survival strategies. Early hominids had to adapt to the dangers of open grasslands. Early hominids sometimes scavenged from predator kills to obtain food resources. Scavenging was a risky behavior that required caution and awareness to avoid confrontations with predators. Careful observation of predator behavior was essential for successful and safe scavenging. Scavenging provided early hominids with access to valuable nutrients and resources. During the dry season, environmental resources become limited. Resource scarcity intensifies competition among different species. Increased competition leads to heightened stress levels within populations. Scarcity of resources elevates the risk of predator-prey encounters. Predator encounters can significantly impact prey populations during the dry season. The dry season creates an environment of heightened risk and competition for survival. Defending water sources was a critical behavior for survival. Predators and competitors frequently contested access to essential water resources. Territorial disputes often arose from the need to protect water sources. Behavioral simulation demonstrates the strategic importance of water source defense. Effective water source defense increased chances of survival and reproductive success. Early hominids occupied a specific niche within the food web ecosystem. Hominids functioned as prey for larger predators. They also acted as opportunistic consumers of plants. Additionally, hominids consumed small animals. This dual role as both prey and consumer defined their ecological position. The food web illustrates the complex relationships and energy flow within the ecosystem. Muscle development facilitates rapid bursts of speed, crucial for predator evasion. Developed musculature enables the carrying of resources and tools, enhancing survival capabilities. Enhanced muscle strength provides a significant advantage in both offensive and defensive scenarios. Muscle size and density directly correlate with the capacity for physical exertion and endurance. The evolution of strong muscles was a key adaptation for early hominids, supporting increased activity levels. Volcanic regions provided fertile soil, supporting agriculture and plant growth. Water sources, such as hot springs and geysers, were abundant in volcanic areas. Volcanic eruptions posed a significant danger to inhabitants and the surrounding environment. Toxic gases released during volcanic activity could be harmful or fatal. The combination of fertile soil and volcanic hazards created a challenging environment for early settlers. Despite the dangers, the benefits of volcanic regions often outweighed the risks for communities. Early hominids developed sophisticated strategies for avoiding predators. Camouflage allowed hominids to blend into their environment, reducing visibility to predators. Scent masking involved using natural substances to conceal their scent from predators. Coordinated movements enabled hominids to deter predators through group displays. These strategies increased the survival rate of early hominids in a predator-filled environment. Seasonal migrations are often driven by the need to follow food resources. Migration can be essential for escaping harsh environmental conditions. Migration exposes animals to new predators along their journey. The availability of resources and environmental safety are key factors influencing migration patterns. Migration patterns represent a balance between resource acquisition and risk avoidance. Learning from experience and adapting to changing environmental conditions is crucial for long-term survival. Behavioral simulation demonstrates how organisms adjust their actions based on past outcomes. Adaptation involves modifying behavior to increase chances of survival and reproduction in a given environment. Environmental changes drive the need for organisms to learn and evolve new behavioral strategies. Successful adaptation leads to increased fitness and a greater likelihood of passing on adaptive traits. Behavioral simulation allows researchers to study the dynamics of learning and adaptation in a controlled environment. Over millions of years, the African landscape experienced profound transformations. These environmental changes significantly influenced the distribution patterns of predators. The evolving landscape also played a critical role in the survival and adaptation of early hominids. Ecological shifts directly impacted the availability of resources and shaped hominid evolution. Brain development facilitated more complex problem-solving capabilities. Increased brain size enabled more nuanced social interactions. A larger brain supported better strategies for avoiding predators. Enhanced cognitive abilities are directly correlated with increased brain size and complexity. The evolution of a larger brain provided significant survival advantages. Fossil evidence provides insights into the physical characteristics of early human ancestors. Tool marks on bones reveal early hominids' methods of hunting and processing animals for food. Analysis of fossilized footprints offers clues about the gait and social behavior of early hominids. The study of ancient tools reveals the cognitive abilities and technological advancements of early humans. Fossilized remains of plants and animals found alongside hominid fossils help reconstruct the ancient environment. The location and arrangement of artifacts at dig sites provide information about early hominid settlements and activities. Early hominids primarily scavenged, but also demonstrated opportunistic tool use. Tool use may have extended to hunting small animals, supplementing their scavenging diet. Simple tools could have provided a means of defense against predators. Behavioral simulations provide insights into potential early hominid tool use strategies. Tool use represents a crucial step in hominid development and adaptation. Early hominids faced competition for resources with other hominid species. Predators also posed a significant competitive challenge to early hominids. Competition for resources influenced the evolutionary trajectory of early hominids. Resource scarcity drove the need for innovation and adaptation among hominids. Competition led to the development of advanced hunting strategies and social structures. The ability to effectively compete for resources was crucial for the survival and propagation of hominid species. Early hominid survival depended on the health and stability of their surrounding ecosystem. The ecosystem provided essential resources such as food, water, and shelter for early hominids. Interactions within the ecosystem, such as hunting and gathering, directly influenced hominid survival rates. Ecosystem disruptions, like drought or deforestation, posed significant threats to early hominid populations. Early hominid skeletal structures exhibit adaptations for bipedalism. Skeletal adaptations also facilitated climbing abilities in early hominids. The hominid skeletal structure supported the development and use of tools. Bipedalism is reflected in the structure of the foot, with adaptations for weight-bearing and balance. The spinal curvature in early hominids provided balance and stability during upright walking. Changes in the rib cage structure allowed for greater flexibility and range of motion in the upper body. Climate change significantly impacted the environment during the era of early hominids. Environmental shifts influenced the availability of food and water resources for hominid populations. Changes in climate patterns led to adaptations in hominid behavior and physical characteristics. The survival of early hominids was directly linked to their ability to adapt to changing climatic conditions. Climate variability created selective pressures that shaped the evolutionary trajectory of hominids. Understanding past climate impacts provides insights into the challenges faced by human populations today. Early hominids acquired knowledge and skills through social learning. Social learning facilitated the transmission of predator avoidance strategies. Resource acquisition techniques were passed down through observational learning. The transmission of knowledge and skills enhanced survival rates among early hominids. Social learning allowed for the accumulation of knowledge across generations. The ability to learn from others provided a significant adaptive advantage. Early hominids prioritized finding safe and secure shelter. Shelter was essential for protection from harsh weather conditions. Secure shelter provided protection during nighttime. The need for shelter was a constant priority. Safe shelter contributed to the survival and well-being of early hominids. Finding or creating shelter was a fundamental adaptation strategy. The distribution of resources, including water, food, and shelter, significantly influenced early hominid survival. Access to water sources was a critical factor in determining hominid settlement patterns. The availability of food resources dictated the migratory routes and foraging behaviors of early hominids. Shelter, whether natural or constructed, provided protection from predators and the elements, enhancing survival rates. Resource scarcity often led to competition and conflict among hominid groups. Understanding resource distribution is key to reconstructing early hominid behavior and ecological adaptation. Early hominid dental structures were adapted to a diet of plants, fruits, insects, and occasional meat. Dental morphology reflects dietary adaptations in early hominids. The teeth of early hominids show characteristics suited for processing tough plant matter. Incisors and canines were used for consuming fruits and insects. Occasional meat consumption influenced the development of certain dental features. Luck significantly influenced hominid survival in unpredictable environments. Despite optimal strategies, hominids could still fall victim to unforeseen dangers. Predator attacks represented a significant, uncontrollable threat to hominid populations. Environmental hazards posed unpredictable risks, irrespective of hominid preparedness. The interplay of skill and chance shaped the evolutionary trajectory of early hominids. Hominids relied on their sense of smell to locate essential resources. Smell played a crucial role in avoiding danger, such as predators or hazardous environments. Olfactory communication facilitated social interactions and group cohesion among hominids. The sense of smell was integral to hominid survival, influencing resource acquisition, threat avoidance, and social dynamics. Early hominids faced the challenge of avoiding diseases, though their understanding of disease was limited. Lacking scientific knowledge, hominids learned to avoid substances and environments that cause sickness through trial and error. This avoidance behavior was crucial for survival, contributing to the overall health and longevity of early hominid groups. The ability to identify and avoid sources of illness became an essential adaptation for hominids. Diversity within the hominid population contributed to the species' survival. Different hominid groups possessed varying strengths and weaknesses. Ecological diversity enhances species' resilience to environmental changes. A wide range of traits allows populations to adapt to new challenges. Genetic variation is a key component of population adaptability. Early hominid skin tones served as a protective mechanism against solar radiation. Melanin, a pigment in the skin, absorbs and dissipates harmful UV radiation. Increased melanin production results in darker skin, providing greater protection in high UV environments. The distribution of early hominids correlated with UV radiation levels, influencing skin tone adaptation. Skin tone adaptation is a gradual evolutionary process driven by environmental pressures. The protective function of skin tone is vital for maintaining cellular health and preventing DNA damage. Famine posed a persistent threat to early hominids. Survival depended on the ability to endure extended periods without food. Hominids evolved physiological adaptations to cope with food scarcity. Social structures and cooperative strategies aided in resource management during famines. Technological innovations, such as improved hunting tools, increased food acquisition efficiency. Knowledge of edible plants and alternative food sources was crucial for enduring famine conditions. Caring for the young is a fundamental behavior essential for species survival. The provision of nourishment is a critical aspect of caring for the young. Protection from predators and environmental hazards ensures the safety and well-being of offspring. Teaching essential skills and knowledge enhances the offspring's ability to survive and thrive in their environment. These care behaviors collectively contribute to the continuation of the species across generations. In prehistoric times, injuries were a common occurrence for hominids. Hominids had to develop methods to manage injuries without the aid of modern medical treatments. Survival depended on the ability to effectively address wounds and physical trauma. Knowledge of local flora and fauna was crucial for creating makeshift treatments. Social cooperation and shared knowledge improved the chances of successful recovery. The ability to adapt and innovate in the face of injury was essential for the continuation of hominid species. The cycle of life and death was a constant presence in the lives of early hominids. Early hominids were deeply connected to the natural rhythms of birth, growth, decay, and renewal. Understanding the cycle of life and death provided early hominids with crucial knowledge for survival. The cycle influenced early hominids' social structures and cultural practices. This cycle shaped their understanding of their place within the natural world. Early hominids possessed internal organs with structures analogous to those found in modern humans. The arrangement and relative size of organs such as the heart, lungs, and digestive system were fundamentally similar. These shared anatomical features suggest a common evolutionary lineage and functional requirements. Comparative analysis reveals a high degree of conservation in the basic organ systems across hominid evolution. The study of these internal structures provides insights into the physiology and lifestyle of early human ancestors. For early hominids, the unknown represented a significant source of fear and uncertainty. This fear stemmed from the potential dangers and unpredictable nature of unfamiliar environments. Survival depended on understanding and adapting to these unknown challenges. The unknown drove early hominids to explore, learn, and develop strategies for survival. Community power is vital for survival in behavioral simulations. Behavioral simulations demonstrate the essential role of community in ensuring survival. Simulations highlight how community support enhances resource acquisition and distribution. Community-based strategies improve resilience against environmental challenges in simulations. Behavioral simulations reveal the impact of community dynamics on overall survival rates. Adaptation to changing environments is essential for survival. Organisms that fail to adapt to new conditions face increased risk. Natural selection favors traits that enhance adaptation. Genetic mutations provide the raw material for adaptive change. Behavioral adaptations can also increase survival rates. Adaptation is a continuous process driven by environmental pressures. The fragility of life underscores the critical importance of survival in ecological systems. Ecological balance is maintained through interconnected relationships where disruptions can lead to cascading effects. Environmental factors such as climate change and habitat loss significantly threaten biodiversity and species survival. Adaptation and resilience are key mechanisms that enable organisms to cope with environmental challenges. Conservation efforts play a vital role in preserving biodiversity and ensuring the long-term sustainability of ecosystems. The human brain serves as a crucial organ for survival. The brain's complex structure supports various survival functions. Neural networks facilitate rapid information processing essential for quick responses. Sensory input is processed to enable adaptive behaviors. The brain regulates physiological processes to maintain homeostasis. Memory and learning enhance survival by adapting to environmental changes. The will to survive is a fundamental instinct driving organisms to persevere despite life-threatening conditions. This inherent drive manifests as a heightened state of alertness and resourcefulness in challenging environments. Survival mechanisms include physiological adaptations that enhance the ability to withstand environmental stressors. The will to survive promotes adaptive behaviors aimed at securing essential resources like food, water, and shelter. Ultimately, the will to survive ensures the continuation of life in the face of adversity. Play facilitated the development of essential skills among hominids. Through play, hominids gained crucial knowledge about their surrounding environment. Behavioral simulations demonstrate the importance of play in hominid skill acquisition and environmental learning. The ability to learn through play provided hominids with an evolutionary advantage. Knowledge transfer was a crucial element for the survival of early human societies. The transmission of skills and information ensured the continuity and advancement of communities. Effective knowledge transfer improved hunting techniques and resource management. Oral traditions and practical demonstrations were primary methods of knowledge dissemination. The ability to pass on knowledge contributed to the development of complex social structures. All elements within an ecosystem are interconnected. Changes in one part of an ecosystem can affect other parts. Ecosystems maintain balance through complex interactions. Biodiversity is essential for ecosystem stability and resilience. The human body is a complex and highly organized structure. It comprises multiple interconnected systems working in harmony. Each system is composed of organs, tissues, and cells performing specific functions. Understanding the human body requires studying its anatomy and physiology. Life's journey presents a combination of challenges and opportunities for growth. Overcoming obstacles builds resilience and fosters personal development. The journey of life is characterized by continuous learning and adaptation. The ultimate reward is the personal fulfillment gained through perseverance. Hope is a fundamental element for survival in challenging conditions. Behavioral simulations demonstrate the critical role of hope in overcoming adversity. Individuals with hope tend to exhibit greater resilience and perseverance. Hope fosters a proactive mindset, encouraging problem-solving and adaptation. The absence of hope can lead to feelings of helplessness and resignation. Cultivating hope can significantly improve outcomes in behavioral simulations. Resilience is the ability to recover quickly from difficulties. Resilience allows organisms to adapt and thrive despite adversity. Resilience is a key factor in long-term survival. Resilient systems maintain functionality even when stressed. Resilience ensures continued existence and propagation. Nature's beauty provides comfort. Nature's beauty provides inspiration. The natural world offers solace and tranquility. The intricate patterns of nature stimulate creativity. Immersion in nature fosters a sense of well-being. Birth is a fundamental biological process ensuring species survival. The reproductive process involves complex anatomical and physiological mechanisms. Successful fertilization initiates embryonic development, leading to a new organism. The birth process represents the culmination of gestation, resulting in a new individual. Death marks the end of an individual life. Death is an integral component of the natural life cycle. The cycle includes birth, growth, decay, and eventual return to the earth. Decomposition returns nutrients to the soil, supporting new life. The nutrients released from decay nourish subsequent generations of organisms. This continuous cycle of life and death sustains ecological balance. Early hominids exhibited a fundamental drive to find meaning and purpose in their existence. The quest for meaning likely influenced the development of early social structures and cooperative behaviors. Symbolic thought and rudimentary belief systems may have emerged as cognitive tools to address existential questions. The search for meaning is a fundamental aspect of the hominid experience, shaping behavior and cultural evolution. Modern humans are the descendants of early hominid ancestors. Genetic traits and physical characteristics are inherited from these ancestral populations. Cultural practices and societal structures have evolved from early hominid behaviors. The study of early hominids provides insights into the origins and development of humanity. Understanding our ancestral roots is essential for comprehending the human condition. Humanity's future is intrinsically linked to understanding and learning from past events. Ecological visualization provides tools to analyze historical trends and predict future impacts. By visualizing past mistakes, proactive measures can be implemented to ensure a sustainable future. Learning from historical ecological disasters informs the development of resilient and adaptive strategies. Visualizing the interconnectedness of ecological systems promotes informed decision-making and responsible stewardship. Human evolution is a gradual process that spans millions of years. Evolutionary changes are driven by natural selection and adaptation to different environments. Key anatomical features, such as brain size and skeletal structure, have evolved significantly over time. The human lineage branched out and diversified, leading to various hominin species. Environmental preservation is crucial for maintaining ecological balance. Preservation efforts ensure the sustainability of natural resources for future generations. Protecting natural habitats safeguards biodiversity and prevents species extinction. Conservation practices mitigate the negative impacts of human activities on the environment. Effective preservation strategies involve collective action and responsible environmental stewardship. Human survival is fundamentally dependent on cooperation. Behavioral simulations demonstrate the value and necessity of cooperative strategies. Cooperation enhances resource utilization and task efficiency in complex scenarios. Simulated environments allow for the study and optimization of cooperative behaviors. Survival in outdoor environments presents ongoing challenges. The ability to adapt to changing conditions is crucial for survival. Resource management is a key factor in determining survival outcomes. Knowledge of local flora and fauna can significantly improve survival chances. Building and maintaining shelter provides protection from the elements. Fire provides warmth, protection, and the ability to cook food. All life on Earth is interconnected within a complex ecological network. Energy and nutrients flow through ecosystems via intricate food webs. The removal of one species can have cascading effects throughout the entire ecosystem. Biodiversity is essential for maintaining the stability and resilience of ecosystems. The human spirit embodies resilience and fortitude. The spirit's strength is reflected in the ability to overcome adversity. Inner strength manifests as perseverance and determination. The human spirit is characterized by an unwavering will to endure. The spirit's fortitude enables individuals to face challenges with courage. The human spirit is an indomitable force. The cycle of life encompasses birth, growth, reproduction, and death, continuously renewing ecosystems. Energy flows through the life cycle, sustaining organisms and driving ecological processes. Nutrient cycling is essential for maintaining the health and productivity of ecosystems. The balance within the life cycle ensures stability and resilience in the face of environmental changes. Behavioral simulation allows for the modeling and analysis of complex human behaviors in various scenarios. These simulations can predict outcomes and inform decision-making in fields such as urban planning, emergency response, and social policy. By understanding the potential consequences of different actions, behavioral simulation empowers proactive and informed strategies. The future can be proactively shaped through the application of behavioral simulation techniques. Behavioral simulation provides a virtual sandbox for testing and refining strategies before real-world implementation. Please subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell so that you will be updated for more videos.